So you can't just try something and be like, it doesn't work. So we're on this leaf cleanup. We're about wrapped up with it. It's on a fescue yard. Fescue is easier to clean up for leaf removal in my opinion. We're just blowing it out. So you can see a lot of leaves. So we got this silver maple here, and then we've got an oak tree over there, pin oak. But yeah, it's a pretty good amount of leaves. Let me just swing around this so you can actually tell how big this pile is. It never really does it justice in video, but that's about 3.5, almost 4 foot high probably. I don't know. So those are 4 foot high walls. So that's what I'm saying. Video just doesn't do it justice. It's about 10 foot wide. Maybe my measurements aren't good either. And probably, I'd say 15 to 20 feet long. It's a lot of leaves, dude. Then we got more in the back, but we've got basically the beds are cleared out. Everything's knocked out there. We've got this pile right up here, and then a small pile over there that Aaron's cleaning up. He's got a Shindaiwa. I'm not a Shindaiwa kind of girl, but I recently found out Echo owns Shindaiwa now. Probably to steal their designs because they're supposed to be awesome, but that's cool. We got the transition. This is pretty common in Oklahoma to have fescue and Bermuda. This Bermuda does well in sunlight, and fescue does better in shade. It's about the only grass we can handle that has that does decent in shade. Bermuda doesn't. Plus side is Bermuda handles abuse, walking and stuff like that. Fescue doesn't. Bermuda is nice and thick and spreads. Fescue doesn't. But fescue's beautiful in stripes and looks great. Do you love Bermuda? Do you love fescue? I don't know, it doesn't really matter to me. I like the way fescue looks when it cuts, but it's also gotta be really babied. And Bermuda, man, it's just really hard to mess up Bermuda. So I figured I'd show you what we're doing on this job. So we're gonna do this. I just got a call from my wife that she might have a flat tire, and I might have to go take care of that in between jobs or whatever. I have to tell her to call Papa Lock and have him put the spare tire on. But you can see here, a lot of leaves are still down on the ground, right? A lot of leaves. That one's decently cleaned up. But I mean, it's that time of year, and the crazy thing is we had a cold snap and wind, and it pretty much dropped them all, right? That works out perfect. While you're at these properties, make sure you're communicating, asking if they want to follow up spring cleanup. Ask them if they have anybody that does their lawn service, because you want to try to lock in clients that are just calling for leaf removal to see if they want lawn service. Ask them if they'd like to be put on the schedule now for next year so you can give them a follow-up call, stuff like that. Just, you know, get it knocked out. Like just looking at this house, you know, one of the things I would say is, you know, an upsell, easy upsell would be communicating with them about doing gutter cleaning. Those gutters need done. He also has, if you look here, vinyl siding, and the vinyl siding is in good shape, but it's dirty, especially up there. So a good little communication to service that client better would be to ask them, hey, do you need power washing on your vinyl siding? We do that as well. We can fit you in for the spring, or me personally, I do that in October. That's when I decided to do it this year. But I mean, I might also ramp up and do some in the spring as well. Most of the time I use spring to utilize for advertising, because I do a lot of door hangers and things like that. Not saying that's the best marketing media, but it works well for me. I build up a lot of density with door hangers, and you know, something I'm interested in is mail outs. I did mail outs in the past, and I wasn't successful at all with them. But I've also done door hangers in the past, and I wasn't very successful with them. And the difference is how you're actually doing it, and how you're blasting them out, and how many, and you know what I mean? So you can't just try something and be like, it doesn't work. Well, maybe it's what you said, or when you said it, when it got to them, and how many you put out. How many waves did you do? There's a lot that goes into that stuff. I'm rambling at this point. I can only hear out of one ear. That's another bit of rambling. I went and got prednisone because I've been stuffy, you know. I haven't been making videos because I've been trying not to, you know, have snot all over myself. It hasn't been that bad, but bad enough you got the good old dust boogers and loogies, and it was a viral infection. Get some tunes on. Alright, welcome to another episode of me doing some leaf vacuuming. It seems like it's an endless thing. I feel like I'm making videos of this non-stop, but that is what lawn service is. It's a rinse, wash, and repeat business. You're going to be doing the same thing on different properties every day, year-round, okay? It's going to be different throughout the seasons, but you know, everybody's like, oh, I like owning my own business because I do different things every day. Well, you know, the thing is, you're probably going to be doing the same thing every day, just on different properties, which I'm cool with. I'll take that variation. You see how I left the blower pile and blowing on the pile while I'm vacuuming up here? Don't do that. That actually annoyed me pretty well while I was working here. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just eating small amounts of the pile away. That's kind of how you do it with the leaf vac. Normally if you have a couple people working a pile, one person's always working the vacuum tube, and then the other person's always making sure that he's got plenty of leaves in the area to feed them. That's the best way to do it. In this case, I was doing it by myself. I don't know why I had somebody there with me, but you know, there's some work to be done in the backyard, so I'm kind of a one-man show anyways, man. Alright, so at this point, maybe you guys saw the video where I put Gorilla Tape on the leaf vacuum. That's been several weeks now. That's like a month ago now. So I am a little slow with getting videos up sometimes. So just know that when you see it, that might be a little bit behind. And I'm doing it when I've got a good day, or I'm doing it at night when my wife and daughter are asleep. But yeah, so the Gorilla Tape, the metal, and the Gorilla Glue held up well. That is a temporary fix. So if you're wanting to know what I'm going to do with that, that's going to be a temporary fix. That is going to be just to get through the season, and then I'll either buy a new housing or I will buy a new unit for next year. What up, kitty? Anyways, but the point I'm wanting to make there is, you know, sometimes you don't have like the biggest, baddest, best piece of equipment, or, you know, maybe you don't have a commercial unit. Like, this isn't a commercial unit. It's a residential unit that I adapted to be a commercial unit. Like, I put a metal impaler blade on it and stuff like that. But, you know, if you're using like a residential mower to clean up leaves, that's cool too. I've done that as well. Like, I mean, my setup several years ago, I wish I would have had the confidence to video it. In all honesty, like, this is probably the best my setup's ever looked. The best I feel about my setup. So I actually feel, you know, confident with showing it now. And it's not always going to be pretty, man. If you're starting and you're broke and you're going through that rough stage of the startup with no money, no financing, no whatever, or maybe you do have money and financing, but you can't get everything you want, it's all good, dude. Just keep pushing, keep moving forward. It progressively gets a little better every year, and then eventually you have a pretty nice setup.
My setup's not to where I want it, but you know, it never will be. That's kind of how it is. You get somewhere and you're like, yeah, I'd really like something else too. So that's just part of growth, because you get to the next stage and you're like, well, let's take this to the next level. I'm bored with where it's at. Let's go to the next level.
I wanted to give a little after shot of the property before I head out. Really nice. I enjoy doing leaf cleanups on fescue. There's not every little leaf out of the turf, but overall, you know, everything's out of the beds. The turf's looking a lot better. That massive pile's gone. We're getting into the time of the year where it's like leaf mountains, and it's it's fun moving big piles like that, man. Oh, I'll show you the box. Everybody wants a dump video. The box looks full, but it's not bad. I mean, that's probably 3/4 away, but when I drive, this will actually sift. It's not gonna blow out, it's just gonna sift, and it'll move down to like half the box. And if I really wanted to, like if I had to make space for a job, I can jump in there and pack it in, and hopefully I don't have to do that. Then it's really hard to get it out. And I know you guys have mentioned that you want to see a video of me dumping the box, and I would love to show it because it sucks. It's not bad, but I would love to show it. It's not fun unloading it versus when I had the doors on the side of the flatbed. I could get on top and move it real easy. The problem is I can't put my camera. I mean, it's really dusty, and I got a like typical camera, okay? I don't have like a GoPro, and I'm afraid all the dust and stuff like that is gonna kill the camera, in which case then the videos would stop for a while. So my wife and I are looking into a GoPro. We might get one. I don't know, we'll see. Gotta remember, I'm not making money off of YouTube. It's just sharing my experience for fun. I'm kind of a low dollars type of girl on stuff like that, and I have fun with it. I enjoy it. I'm on to the next job. You guys have a good one.